Chinwe looked perfect. She had a fine car, a big house, and a husband who adored her. People called her the lucky one, but nobody knew what she battled every night. Each time someone asked her, "When are we coming for child dedication?" her smile would disappear. She would force a laugh, walk away, and let her cry alone in the toilet. She had everything except a child, and in her world, that one missing thing made her feel like she had nothing. After years of trying, she and her husband went to see a top fertility specialist. He checked, scanned, tested, and then sat down quietly. "Madam, please, sit," he pleaded. He looked at her like someone preparing to give bad news. "Madam," he said softly, "your womb is not visible." She blinked. "Sir, what do you mean by my womb is not visible?" "It's like it's not there," the doctor continued. "But I still see my monthly flow," she whispered. Shook his head. "I think spiritually something is wrong. Medically, this is unexplainable." Looking confused, she walked out of that hospital confused, empty, and afraid. For the first time, she felt like her body didn't belong to her. Before her marriage, Chinwe had a boyfriend named Obiora. He was not rich, but he was full of love. He would carry her on his back when the rain fell. He would use his last 100 naira to buy her food and go hungry. They dreamed together, talked about building a small life. But one day, a rich man came. The man drove a jeep, had dollars in his pocket, and promised her heaven on earth. Chinwe didn't think twice. She accepted the proposal from the rich man. She told Obiora, "I cannot build life with someone who has no life. I choose comfort." Obiora broke down in tears. He said, "You are my only hope. I gave you my all." She laughed. "Then go and die with your hope," she said. Chinwe's friends advised her not to leave Obiora, but she didn't give a listening ear. 2 weeks later, Obiora was dead. A trailer crushed him on the express while returning from work. Some said he was crying when he crossed the road. Others whispered he cursed her before he gave up the ghost. After his death, Chinwe married the rich man. They were happily married, but it only lasted only for a while. But soon, trouble came. No pregnancy. Doctors had no answers. Her husband became quiet. His family started calling her names like a man in woman's skin. Then came the dreams. Every night she saw Obiora. His eyes were red. His shirt was stained with blood. He wouldn't say much. He would just stare at her stomach. Sometimes he would whisper, "You took my joy. Now I've taken your something special from you." Chinwe would wake up sweating. She even started bleeding at night. Even outside her monthly time, doctors were confused. Prophets failed. Prayers didn't help. One evening, after another miscarriage scare, Chinwe packed her things and ran to her village. She no longer cared about her makeup or clothes. She tied wrapper, walked barefoot, and cried as she walked. She didn't go home. She went straight to Mama Ada, the oldest woman in the village. They said Mama Ada could speak to spirits. When Chinwe got there, she fell at her feet. "Mama, I don't know what's happening to me. I want a child or I'll end my life." Mama Ada looked at her. She didn't speak for a while. She just stared into the fire. Then she asked softly, "Who did you hurt so deeply in your past?" Chinwe shook and said, "Nobody, Mama." The woman asked her again, "Who did you offend in the past?" She then remembered. Stammering, tears rolled down her cheeks. "Oh, Obiora," she whispered. Mama Ada nodded, then Obiora still remembers. That night, Mama Ada did a reading. She poured water on the ground, threw some bones, and chanted. Then she told Chinwe, "Your womb is not with you, it's with Obiora's spirit. If you want it back, you must go and marry his grave." Chinwe screamed, "What? He's dead. How do I marry a dead man?" Mama Ada replied, "In this life, some wrongs can only be healed by going back to the very place where they began." The next morning, the village woke up to news. Chinwe is marrying a grave. People gathered, whispering and laughing. Some insulted her. Some called her mad, but Chinwe stood strong. She called some young men and they cleaned Obiora's grave. A small shelter was built over it. She wore a white gown. There was no groom, only a mound of sand and memories. She walked to the grave, knelt before it, and cried, "Obiora, I was blind. I was greedy. I broke your heart. But please forgive me. I am ready to be your wife even now. Silence! Then the wind blew strongly. The candle on the grave went out. That night, she slept beside the grave. In her dream, Obiora appeared again, but this time he was smiling. No blood, no anger. He sat beside her and touched her belly gently. You were my first love, he said. I only wanted you to know the pain I felt. Then he said, now you can have it back. Chinwe woke up screaming. Between her legs, she felt warm wetness. She touched her stomach. Something had changed. Mama Ada entered and said,